What it is and what it do, and welcome into another exciting episode of Mocha Sports, y'all. It's a Saturday afternoon, and I'm pumped up because the NFL kicks off. Actually, the NFL has already kicked off as we recorded, and I'm looking damn good because who did I say was going to the Super Bowl from the NFC, Lord?
Detroit! The Lions, baby! Detroit, they started off nicely.
There we go. Shout out to the Lions for not making me look like a sucker out of week one. You know what I mean? Shout out to them, man. It's a long season to go. But yeah, man, we pumped up about the season. We're going to get into some NFL picks a little bit later on. But we got a couple things we want to chop it up with y'all about before we eventually do get into our NFL picks, man. Yo, before we do that, P, man, how you feeling, my guy?
I'm ready for the season. I'm about to tackle somebody's kid. My wife walked by. She had a pineapple. I spazzed out because I almost tackled her and tried to strip her for it. Come on, man. Fumble in the house, man. Let's go.
Man, we're going to get to it, and we're going to do what we do here on Mocha Sports here this evening. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, before we get into the NFL picks, man, we got to go backwards a little bit, man. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into, man, Team USA, Lord. We talked about Team USA a couple weeks ago, man. We said, man, when it comes down to it, man, who is the go-to dudes on Team USA, man, if they have to get that bucket, man? And it turned out we didn't know who it was, and they didn't know who it was, yo.
They didn't have a clue, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is they got Ed Live was really the man. They actually had him coming off the bench for some reason, and he's the best player on the team. And without him, the losses that they did have, if they didn't have him, they probably would have got blown out. You know what I'm saying? He dropped 30 and 35. So it's the way they came about picking this team was horrible. They went with a lot of role players, figuring that they would try to resemble what the other countries are doing when it comes to team play. But The best thing to do is get you a bunch of stars and they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at this and see what the boys really look like out here, man. Let's see here. Here we go.
USA well aware of his.
And like I was saying, Lord, it had to be on the defensive end if they was going to come through and really go for the goal, man. They got Schroeder out here working, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, even though Schroeder is my Lord, he's an NBA player, but when it comes to playing for Germany, he's going to get more looks. He's going to get more shots. You know what I'm saying? That he's going to get in the league. And he's playing for his country, so he's playing for pride. He just delicious. They can't assemble these teams like this no more, fam. They're going to keep getting knocked off.
They go Ant Live going to the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? He had a strong championship series, man. He was really the only boy who really went, though, if you really look at it.
He was the star of the team. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you sending over the C team with just him, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like having somebody nice on your JV, but you going over to play other countries' varsity. You know, you gotta send them boys, man.
Yeah.
Keep sending over the C squad or the B squad.
Oh my!
And these teams are sending their best, man. They ain't fucking around.
Yeah, exactly. They gonna send their best. You know what I'm saying? And to me, this team was good enough to win, man. It just seemed like to me they didn't just gel, and on the defensive end is where it's at, man. I hate to keep harping on it, man, because the scoring is going to be easy, but it got to get stops, man.
But when you playing teams that's shooting fucking 65% from the field and 45% from three,
damn. He's feeling it.
He's going out there, fam. Plus, it's probably fucking 7:23 in the morning and some shit they playing probably. It's just think about it, fam. I know Steph and Bron and them is getting along in the tooth, but what if KD and Bron and Steph and them was over there, man? Come on, man. What if Sprinkle and Live and them? You know what I mean?
You see him right here. He the only one. Go
He's the only one. He's the only boy getting it. He gonna come to the league. He gonna be smashed. Shit.
He definitely coming to the league to motherfucker burn boys up after this. Oof.
Burn them up, man.
Drain them. Yeah, man. To be real,
Lithuania and Germany. Come on, man.
To be real though, Lord, from the beginning we were skeptical on these boys coming back with the goal. Just looking at the squad, no, that's team on teammate. Ain't no Schroeder on the Lakers.
Yeah. Oh, man, he like, man, watch this shit. He probably like, I'll be busting his ass in practice. I'm gonna bust his ass out here too.
Austin Reeves, yeah, man. Man.
Austin played well though. You know what I'm saying? But there was a point where he wasn't even gonna play for the US. He was gonna play for his, you know what I'm saying, for his squad, wherever he from. You know what I mean?
So it's hard to be disappointed because at the beginning, we was really skeptical on what they was going to do anyway. Really, if I had to bet on it, I would have bet that they wouldn't have brought back the gold. I'm sorry to say that, man. Y'all boys, hold your head. I'm sure that all them cats is going to be coming to the league this year with something to prove after getting their ass bust over there like that, man. But as we keep it moving here, go ahead, Lord. Go ahead. Wrap it up for me, Lord.
A lot of the people that are playing in the FIBA are NBA players also. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think we got to match up with Canada for the bronze. I think that's how it turns out, right?
So Canada lost too. They ain't playing for the gold neither.
Canada lost to Serbia, I think, man.
Oh, word! I didn't know that.
We got to face them. They got better NBA players on the Canadian team, damn near than we got. So it's just Curry balling for them. So it's just, I don't know, man. People saying the world is catching up, but the NBA has all the best players.
It ain't caught up. They there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really scared of these boys like that, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying. Like exactly. Like you were saying. You got Schroeder. What's the kid? The white dude that played for the Celtics. I can't think of what his name is, but he was on the team for Germany too. You know, multiple countries got multiple NBA players, and all you really need is 2 or 3 players really to be the foundation of your team, and then the other team trying to figure out, okay, I'm gonna go to P here if I need a bucket.
Right. They know who to go to.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to Team USA, man. We're gonna keep it moving, man, as we can continue on this episode. So the next thing, Lord, I like to stay online. I'm guilty of that, man. I'm guilty of these social networks and shit like that, man, because I work from home and it get monotonous, and I just want to go ahead and free my mind up. Yeah. I come across this. I'm just going to show it to you, and then we're going to just come back and react on it, all right?
Yes, sir.
Hold tight for me.
To have to deal with a 24/7, 365 news cycle of sports and opinions from those that's not even capable or carry the expertise to give a valid opinion, right? In addition to, no, I'm not going to really do it how y'all want me to do it. I'm probably going to do it how I decide to do it. We all know that don't go over well, right? And so then you have this environment, this sports society that's created, right? And so now you have the root against. That's a whole nother thing that Mike never had to deal with because his hardest critic was probably Peter Bessie.
Yep. Straight up.
You see what I'm saying?
Fucking Peter Bessie.
But I just think LeBron's antlers is in platinum and Michael's may be in gold. Why? Because when you think about, he had to be compared to Mike. Who did Mike have to be compared to?
Talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Mike transcended the game. When Kobe
let's
came,
talk about
Kobe
it.
was.
You know what I'm saying? So I just got a couple things to say, then I'm gonna let you go ahead and unleash. You know what I'm saying? Why do these dudes campaign? Have you ever heard Michael Jordan come out on an interview, in an article, writing on the wall, screaming at the top of his lungs after winning the championship, "I'm the greatest"? I have never heard Michael Jordan proclaim himself the greatest basketball player ever. So that's one thing. The second thing is this. Why do they have to campaign for it? You know what I'm saying? If I don't feel that that LeBron James is the greatest player ever, you campaigning and telling me Michael Jordan didn't have to deal with social media, you telling me that Michael Jordan who was he compared to? You making narratives again. Why are these dudes campaigning for this? This is not, at the end of the day, we're not going to take a vote on who is the greatest basketball player of all time. Now, I understand that this Rich Paul cat is his man's. And of course, he's supposed to champion his man's, right? Just if I'm going to speak on your behalf, I'm going to put a shine to it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all I can do is let your actions speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I can't continue to campaign for you, and half of the masses is, no, man, I'm not hearing you. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here type stuff. Right. You know what I mean? But the floor is yours, Lord.
What I think it's a lot of ego, fam. And I'm gonna flip it a little bit, because what Rich Paul was saying, it was correct when it comes to the amount of eyes and the amount of people and social media. But the thing is, I'm gonna flip it, because Mike didn't have the social media to use to campaign. Even if he wanted to, Mike didn't give a fuck about that, because he just gonna bust your ass and let it be what it's gonna be on the court. He didn't have time for all that shit. But Rich Paul is saying that LeBron's goat horns is platinum. It's trick knowledge, because if you got millions of followers on social media, you can use that to your advantage. He's using it to say that it's negative, because people say, like us, have opinions, and we're not actually in this. We didn't play blase splizzle. But still, you got people that are your actual fans, that are your social media followers, that you use to your advantage to say LeBron's the greatest. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where does it end? You know what I'm saying? We know you're a great player, but why you got to continuously compare yourself and create the narrative, like you said, that you're better than Michael Jordan? Even if you ask Mike to say, there's different generational players that were great in their generation. Why you got to compare him to Mike all the time? He put that on himself when he put the 23 on. You did it to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? So now you got people campaigning for you. For what reason? I don't understand. Why is they sucking them off? I don't get it. I don't know, man.
It's bizarre to do it, and
You
you
can't
can't win
yeah.
argument, and you can't validate that. Yeah, 700,000 people said LeBron.
Right.
What
The
is-
Pepsi challenge, motherfucker.
Right,
It's not gonna happen that way. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't get it, man. That's this generation. Then he want to say, I don't respect that everybody got an opinion, but you want everybody to think that your man
You
is the
want the
greatest.
opinion to fall your way, and
Right.
you got the social media followers for that particular reason. Yet you want to say that it's negative things he has to deal with because of social media. Come on, man. Can't have it both ways,
Right.
bro.
He want to have his cake
He
and
want
eat it
frosting
too.
on the
And
motherfucker. He want motherfucking.
and watch
He
it
want
down.
candles on it for championships. LeBron ain't won. He want all kinds of
Man.
shit on this motherfucking cake, man.
Listen, man. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. My eyebrow was raised as this cat. His wisdom is Adele. So I'm like,
Fuck out of here.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what? You know, but salute
Salute
to
to
you,
Rich
Rich Paul.
Paul,
We
you commercial DJ.
no respect for commercial DJ. All right, word, man. So word, we go keep it moving on this lightning quick episode of Mocha
Mocha Sports in the
man.
building. Come fuck with us. Yo,
Man.
share,
Like-
subscribe. Come hang out with us. I
Man.
got a beer for you.
Man, listen. Let me follow up with share, subscribe, and comment down below, man. So yeah, man. So what we gonna do is we gonna turn the page and move off that basketball stuff because that's depressing.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? But crazy shit is, Lord. Training camp start next month.
Real quick. Yep. October-ish, right?
Yeah.
Boys, they
sure.
got to get ready.
But they better be ready. So we're gonna keep it moving and we're gonna get into the National Football League. So yeah, Lord. Obviously, we don't have no sponsors in none of this we doing. We doing this strictly freestyle for fun right here. You know what I mean? So yeah, Lord, I put a little wager down this week, man. I got a little slush fund that I fucks with during the season and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to have a little fun with it and see what it do. And now that we got the Mocha Sports popping, I'm gonna let the folks in on what we doing. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do is this, Lord. Is before we get into the picks of the week, I'm gonna show y'all my little card that I got ready to pop off for this week, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me get into that one time. So you look what I got. Pittsburgh plus the 2 as at home versus San Fran. So I'm taking Pittsburgh with the 2 points on that one. Then the next one I looked at and I liked, I said, you know what I'm saying? We talked about this cat last week. We talked about Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Gotta show some love to them dirty birds. And I ain't the dirty birds, but them Raven beds over there in B-More, man. So they got 9.5 with Houston. And I'm thinking Stroud, I don't think Stroud is gonna come out and just light the world on fire right away. He might. I wouldn't be mad at it if he did. I would be upset because it would ruin my lay right here. But I'm thinking that B-More will beat them by at least tension. So I got B-More in the points, and they laying 9 there. So then I took it to DC one time down.
Okay.
Looked at them boys, them Commanders. You was talking about B-Enemy Eric sleeping with the B-Enemy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to Lord. I'm like, yeah, he did have that offense looking crispy in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? And then the Cardinals is trying to tank. shout to Josh Dobbs, who out there running. He gonna start this week.
Right.
So I took the Commanders with that 7. You know what I'm saying? And then I went out. This is a tricky one, but I'm thinking Philly gonna beat the Patriots by a touchdown, at least
Right.
a touchdown. They giving the Patriots 4
right,
points,
right.
man. Yeah. So I'm like, man, give me that. They gonna beat them by at least a touchdown,
If not more.
at least a touchdown. Yeah, exactly. At least, because I think their defense gonna be beastie, and their offense gonna put up points.
Right.
Respect it. Your boy Gerard Mayo, he running the D for Belichick now. You know what I'm saying? Belichick now and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got them boys out there banging, but my money is on Philly to beat them by 7, man. And then last but not least, I was telling you about them Sea Chickens, Lord. That's my sleeper
I
team.
see you got him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got the Sea Chickens -5 playing against the Rams. The Rams, they don't have nobody right now besides Donald, and he can't run or catch the ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can stop cats, but so yeah, man, that's what my card looking at. I was $50 play. If I hit all these 5 janks, that's like 1,200. So we gonna sit back and see what that look like and what that do.
I thought
you know what I'm
it was
saying?
5, fam. I thought it was 4. It was 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Philly. I got Philly, B Moore,
Okay.
the Commanders, Seahawks, and Pittsburgh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into week 1 and let's see what you like. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull this up right here. Here we go. Here we go. Let me come back here. Think those are some solid janks right there,
That's
Lord?
good.
What you
know
think?
What? Earlier in the week when you said the joint, I didn't see the 5th joint though. I only saw 4 on the text. So when you hit me with the 5, I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was a 4-game parlay. That's why I was screaming 800 bones. But yeah, that looks good, fam. That look real good. You know, I kind of got some sleepers though in my joint.
All right, so let's get to it then. So they got the Panthers and the Falcons. The Panthers is getting 3.5. What you like?
I got
there?
ATL winning that shit. I took ATL actually because I think that running game is gonna be just too much, man, for the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And I think
So you got
I got the Falcons. Them birds.
Can you actually see the board? Can you see the board?
I got mine going at the same time you got yours going, fam. You know what I'm saying?
So you can
I
see
can
it
see
then.
it if I had normal vision, but a brother is a man of a certain age, so the eyesight ain't as good as it used to be. So I got it going on my joint at the same time you got yours going with the schedule actually. But I got my picks already because I already put my picks in for the parlay.
I'm trying to show the screen so everybody can see the odds.
There we
There
go.
we go. Because I couldn't see it the first time. Okay, yeah. So you said that you like who in the
I
game?
like the birds, them dirty birds in that game, fam.
Okay, so you're gonna give up the 3.5
Yes,
on
sir.
that one. So this next one is at 9.5. I told you I like the Ravens with the 9.5 there against the Texans.
I definitely like that too, fam. I got that game. But you know what though?
And then
With the ATL game, what I did is I went straight up money line on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a little. I don't know what the Panthers might have up their sleeve, fam.
right. True story. So the Bengals and the Browns are getting 2. If I was gonna bet that one, I would take that 2 points with the Browns because I think that's gonna be a
For
close.
some reason, the Bengals, have a problem with the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Either they get smacked or they don't win by much. So I took that. I took the money line on that also. I took the Browns.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good bet. And then you got the Jaguars and the Colts, 4.5. Ooh, because Anthony Richardson is the wild card in that game. Does he get to running and throwing, and that could be a shootout.
And the thing is,
you know what I'm saying?
I think they were saving. They wasn't showing a lot during the preseason because they're saving. They don't want to show everything. And they probably got something how they started off with Lamar with an offense that suits him. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the Colts are going to do. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. But I got the Jags, but I didn't take that. I took the money line on that because I'm still afraid of what Richardson might do.
I hear you on that one. Then this one is the Bucks are getting 5.5 from Soda.
Yeah, that's another money line joint.
I like Minnesota to beat them by at least by that spread for sure.
This one of my surprise
Baker
touchdown faker joints.
Yeah.
Bucks to win, money line.
And then that's another tight one. That's like we talked about earlier. The Titans and the Saints was like a pick 'em, and that's the Titans is getting 3. Definitely, though. I would definitely take the Titans. I think the Titans is a little bit more physical than the Saints. And that even though they're at home, the Saints is at home. That's going to be tough.
What I got for that one? The Saints, Titans. I took the Titans also. Because I don't think the Saints is ready to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? And plus, D. Hen is going to be smacking boys, the stiff arming and all that at the beginning of the season. Them boys ain't ready for that yet.
And this is another one I bet. I like the Steelers at home, man. With the San Fran coming across country, Bosa just getting in. Coming across country, that game is going to be 9 o'clock West Coast time. You know what I'm saying? And then this boy Brock Purdy coming back from his injury. And Pittsburgh gonna get after it.
That was my first pick. Pitt. I took Pitt with the money line on that one though. You know what I'm saying? That was my first pick.
And then I bet this one too. I like the Commanders to beat the Catness by more than 7.
Right.
I think that D line is nasty, and I think they're gonna get after Josh Dobbs.
Yes, sir. I got Washington with the 7, or -7.
Vegas know what the hell they be doing, man, because this Packers Bears game, I'm gonna lock in on that one because I want to see what the young gunners gonna do. You know what I mean? That's like the main 4 o'clock game too. And that's a 1.5.
I took the Bears, but I took the money line. I'm afraid of that game because I don't know what I got love for love. You know what I'm saying? So I took the Bears on some doing my research type, who's reffing the game type shit, and during the division because that's a divisional game. You know what I'm saying? So
it's definitely gonna be some good shit.
It's gonna pop off, man. It's that time of the year, baby. They're gonna be out there banging, man. The real bullets are going to be flying.
Real shit. Real shit. We're gonna see some real hitting. What you think about this Broncos Raiders? I think your man Sean Payton, man, he really trying to get in Russell Wilson's head, man. He really
stop kissing baby.
Like, yo,
stop.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, I might have had to tell dude, yo, man, yo, back up. I've been doing certain thing I'm here, I'm Shirty, whatever right
Right.
now, and you talking about you want me to come in the shape or learn the playbook or whatever, yeah, man. But if I'm out here interacting with the fans or whatever, man, come on, man. Russell Wilson ain't gonna turn into a wrestling
No.
character, like going from the good guy to being the bad guy. You know what I mean? To me, it's like he trying to get him up out of
Right,
there, fam.
right.
Early.
Sean Payton need to let that man be who he is off the field, but on the field, I'm saying you got to get in his ear on the field. What he doing off the field, that ain't got nothing to do with you, man. Stay out that man business. As long as he performs on the field, that's all that matters, man.
And bottom line is, you call the right plays and make sure it's
Right.
blocked up and let
Put
me
me in a
cook.
position to win,
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucker. I'm talking all that shit. Shut up. Payton can be,
Exactly.
he could be a little bit too much, man. Do too much sometimes.
I don't have no love
Yeah.
for that guy anyway, to be real.
Well, you
with
know what, fam?
But,
I didn't. Who'd you pick for that game? Because I shied away from it when it came to put my bid in.
yeah, I didn't put that. I didn't bet that game, but you know what I'm saying? If I had to pick, as corny as Russ is, I pull for Russ. I don't want Russ to be out there looking like doo-doo, man. You know what I'm saying? So on the strength of that, I would take, but if I was betting,
Yeah, see, also just straight up for your money type shit.
they giving the Raiders, I would have to take the Raiders and get that 3.5 because I believe it's going to be a close game.
Yeah. See, that's leaving your heart out of it.
Yeah, what's the over under in that?
Yeah, I didn't think about the over under. They ain't showing it.
Nah. But yeah, I would take the Raiders if I was going to lay some bread down on it.
Sure.
What about this one? This is the battle of the what was it, that 20 draft or 21 draft? Oh, and the 20 draft with Tua and Herbert.
Yeah, I was. What is it? Chargers getting 3. Chargers -3. I'm taking.
Yeah, the Chargers is laying 3.
Yeah. I take that all day.
Yeah, that would be a safe bet because again, in that game, I'm thinking that game is going to be a shootout too. You know what I'm saying? High scoring, probably close game. I would, if I was going to bet that game, I would probably bet the over under on that one. You know, and then you got this is a game I bet. That's a 325 game, so that must be the CBS late game. Eagles, Patriots. But damn, Lord, I heard them motherfuckers they got the blackout going on up there with Spectrum, huh?
Yeah, they took ESPN off the joint. They wilding up here, man. I'm gonna figure it out regardless. I got Paramount, I got Peacock, I got all the apps just in case something pop off. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you,
I'm not missing no football, man. I know they do this shit strategically because they know that we football people, man. You know?
I told Jay, and she switched over to that YouTube TV.
I got the YouTube and the Hulu shit. I'm not fucking around, man. You know what I mean? Got to get my NFL on, man. And if I miss something, I'll be upset that how I missed that, man. You know?
Yeah, they definitely got a lot of people heated. I saw like last week they was talking about they had the preview on, and then right after the preview went off, they cut it off. Yeah, man. So let's go into this. The next game is the Rams and the Seahawks. And that's another game.
Is that
I
a
bet.
5.5 plus 5.5?
That's
At
at
5.
five.
Okay, they must have switched. It was at 5.5 at one point.
You know, yeah, it's at 5. And like I said, I bet that game, the Rams basically killed their whole team. Right. Jalen Ramsey, Cooper Kupp is hurt. The Floyd cat, he played with the Bills now. They got a whole new thing going on.
It's the 5 points that's scaring me, fam. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Seattle would win that game, but by a field goal or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
You know, see, I'm banking on that. The Rams ain't gonna really be able to move it without playing. You know, but 5 is, like I said earlier, Vegas knows what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one that I bet is the Seahawks and the Rams, and I took the Seahawks in that one. Next, and last but not least, on the Sunday night tip is them boys and the G-Men.
Dakota!
The G-Men is getting 3.5.
Oh, it's 3.5 now.
You know what I'm saying?
At one point. Okay.
Yeah, it's 3.5. I would take that 3.5 in the Giants, man.
I'm taking Dakota, fam. We're gonna have to play this back. Dakota
he got plenty of pressure on himself right out the box because he was talking about how many interceptions he wasn't going to throw this season. So now anytime he throw an interception, they're going to ask him about it in the press conference. Dak, you threw an interception today. You said you weren't going to throw more than blah, blah, blah. You're this many away from there.
They're going to have Bill Duke in the motherfucking press.
This shit is bananas.
They gonna hit him with, you didn't throw a pick, right?
Man. Say word. Pick, right? And then, of course, on Monday night, 9/11, you know what it is. And the Bills are given 2.5. Did you play?
I ain't touched that.
Just, yeah, I was gonna say that betting with your heart.
I don't do that, man.
Yeah, that betting with your heart will get you every damn time. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be blaming myself for some shit.
So go ahead, Lord, and tell us what you looking for in that game. Yeah, what was you saying about your breakdown for that? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, what I'm thinking is the Bills will have to feel out that Jets gang-like mentality defense. You know what I'm saying? And I think what the Bills are going to do is I think Cook is going to offset a lot of what the Jets do when they come after Josh. I think it's going to take a lot of pressure off of Josh also because Josh gets to running around and creating plays on his own. And sometimes that could be a 50-50 ball. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him just hand it off or hit Cook with a screen or Cook out of the backfield. I think the Jets, I don't think they really understand how good the Bills defense. I think they don't think the Bills defense is that good. They think the secondary is getting older. So I think Rodgers is going to try to go at boys. But it's going to be a fight, man. It's going to be a street fight out there. It's a division game. You know what I'm saying? Boys think they better than boys. You know what I'm saying? They just think they better than us. It's the battle of this. We really New York. They Jersey, man. Y'all don't play here, man. Y'all don't play here. Excuse me. Y'all don't play here. You know what I'm saying?
Soprano ass niggas.
Out of here, man. You woke up this morning and forgot your shit. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna smack them. It's gonna be a close one, but we gonna smack them. I got the Bills winning 28-21.
I like it. my point of view is my way of thinking is, man, Josh Allen gonna have to protect the rock.
Can't
Man.
be wild.
Can't be loose with it because fucking Aaron Rodgers is not going to really turn it over like that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna throw it away or dirt it before he really force it. You know what I mean? But if the Bills can mount some type of pass rush that they can get after this cat, you know what I'm saying? They might be able to shake him up a little bit so that he got to get off of his square, you know what I mean, and start running around and trying to make plays outside the pocket. And then that way you might be able to get that turnover, that tip pass, you know what I'm saying? They got Dalvin, FSU boy. So I got love for Dalvin. They got Jermaine Johnson, another FSU boy. You know, I got love for him too. You
They
know
stacked,
what I mean?
man. They got some talent, man.
They're gonna get after Josh Allen. That's why I'm saying that he's going to have to protect the rock, man, both in the pocket and when he put it up. And that goes for little Dalvin too. Him and his big bro gonna bang twice a year. They're gonna bang twice a year this year because Dalvin probably won't be back next year. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be interesting. I'm gonna tell you, Lord, what I'm gonna look first is on both sides of the ball is the D line for the Bills. It's the D line for the Bills getting after Rodgers. It's the O line for the Bills.
Go be able to protect Josh.
Pass protecting. And both of them are gonna want to try to run the ball to some type of balance, because you don't want to have it. Either one of them don't want to have it to the place that they dropping back
too many times.
Right. You know what I mean? Because that allows for the rush to get after you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm from the 716, and I ain't gonna root. I don't root for the Bills, and I don't root against the Bills. I'm a casual bystander. I'm a football fan. You know what I'm saying? But
this is also, fam. This is the debut of Sean McDermott's defense. Like, what you got for us? You know what I'm saying? It's not no sit back and tackle, let him catch it and dink and dunk defense. Let's see what he got, man. Because Aaron Rodgers, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think that element of surprise also is going to be to the Bills' benefit.
How they looking, though? They healthy other than Von Miller coming out of camp?
Other than that, everything else, they're healthy. It's just that they made a lot of different like Boogie Basham, man. I just don't get that, man. But they got rid of some players. They added some players. And we're going to miss Von Miller, man, because he's a strategic pass rusher, man. Like, he knows the game to a point where he knows how to use momentum to get his sack off. He does it at the right time. You know what I'm saying? He's just a great player, but we're going to miss him. But again, I don't think the Jets are ready for what McDermott is going to throw at them, because it's going to be a more sending people kind of defense. He's going to just somebody coming. It ain't going to just be sitting back and letting Rodgers chew us up, dissect us. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see.
Here I go again, man. That's what they're gonna need to do. They're gonna need to heat him up and not let the Jets run the ball. They cannot let them have it both ways. And for me, they're gonna take Dalvin away early and just make him have to throw it. And hopefully, what about Tre'Davious White? How he looking?
For the Bills, who, White? Tre'Davious.
Tre'Davious
White. He's back in the form. I think he's about, if you want to go percentage, I think he's like 85, which is good. Is good for us. You know what I'm saying? our whole secondary is back intact. Everybody's back. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit long in the tooth, but Trey Day is back. So, you know what I'm saying? He was premier at one point, but I think he around 85% right now, which I'll take for now, fam. You know what I'm saying?
What about Elam? Is he the other starter?
No,
or
Elam
he
comes
let
off the bench, but actually, Elam he's good, man. He should be out there. He should be starting, man. You know what I'm saying? He's nice. He's a ball hawk. Even as a rookie, he was a ball hawk. You know what I'm saying? It depends. He may even start Monday night, but I don't know. McDermott, he does a lot of things where he switches people around. So it's going to be after a wait and see type thing. You know?
So, man, listen, before we wrap this up, man, shout out to Coco Golf. Hopefully she come through tonight, man, and win her first Open tournament championship. You know
Let's go, Coco.
There it is, Lord. So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in for this next episode of Mocha Sports, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Please share, subscribe, and comment down below. Again, my picks is Seattle, Pittsburgh, Philly, Washington, and B-more, man. That's my Power 5 right there, Lord. Man, when we come back next week and chop it up about what happened this past week, we're going to say what that ticket looked like. And hopefully that ticket make that slush fund a little bit more slush.
Let's increase that slush fund. I'm going to give you all my picks, baby. Man. I got the Browns, the Eagles, the Rams, the Bears, the Chargers, the Boys, the Dirty Birds, the Commanders, the Bucks, the Ravens, the Jags, the Broncos, and the Buffalo 716 Bills, baby.
Shout out to Bills Mafia 716, man. I know the town is going to be on shutdown Monday night. It ain't going to be nothing but wings and pizza and sub sandwiches and chicken
sandwiches, baby.
Weck and Loganberry and all of that up right Tuesday there, man. But again, man,
people going to be at work like this.
One eye open and stomach hurting, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like that day I was at the Juneteenth and I had just woke up and I was walking like this.
But if the Bills win, they gonna suck up that stomach ache, that headache, and having to go to work. But if they lose, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, once again, thanks again for tuning in to Mocha Sports, man. We ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man. Peace and love, and we out.
NFL, come watch the game with us. Mocha Sports. Peace out.
Get that dough.